All right. Jesse on fire with that surprise live stream with those surprise topics. And yeah, I would imagine that when people saw that title and it's like Volkanovski bit Islam mentally, that's insane. Well, I'm going to make a very compelling case for exactly that. Now, whether it would have obviously Islam still won the fight, but whether or not he would have won by stoppage had Volkanovski not gotten inside of his dome, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, there's another big. Oh my God. I have so much. This is going to be, dude, I have so much stuff for you guys. I'm going to let people get on and then we'll jump into a lot of stuff here because we got Patty Pimlet's new fight. We got a new huge development on Slap League. I got, well, I'm going to save that one for a video, but yeah, what's up, dudes? I don't really understand what's going on. Where is everybody? Is this working? Is this even working? What is happening right now? Let me see something. Oh, what the? Why can't I see your guys' I can't see your guys' chat on my side. That's weird. I've never seen that before. I can't see my numbers. I can't see you guys. I can't see you guys commenting. I can't see the chat. I have no idea. There's some kind of problem on my side. But yeah. So anyway, all right. So I'll just jump into it then. That's really bizarre, dude. I can't see the numbers. I can't see how many people are on. I can't see anything, dude. Okay. So where should I start? What, like, dude, I want to be able to see your guys's. I want to be able to see your guys' chat. I don't understand why this is happening. I see you guys because I just went on my channel so I could see it. That's really weird, dude. This has never happened before. All right. So anyway, I'm going to jump into it. So before I'll save the two headlines and I'll talk really quick about a couple really exciting things. So number one, you guys heard that Drew Dober is fighting Patty Pimlet. Boom. That's a big fight. We'll talk about that. And then also, you know what? Let's just get right into it. I'll talk about it again. So here's the deal. So I watched a bunch of new stuff about the Islam and Volkanovski fight. And I watched a bunch of videos, you know, Volkanovski talking about the fight. And then I also watched a bunch of stuff for on Islam's side where he talked about talking to Khabib after the fight. And I got a part translated by my buddy, the Accent Podcast, as you guys will know. He's Russian and or he's originally from Russia. And he translated the press conference that Islam did. And he said that he talked to Khabib right after the fight. And Khabib's feedback was, when you were on Volkanovski's back, why didn't you transition to mount? Like, why didn't you transition to mount? And Islam said that the question was, how much were you affected by Khabib not being in your corner? And his answer was, I talked to Khabib right after the fight, and he immediately said, why didn't you transition to mount in the fourth round when you were on his back the entire time? And he said, yeah, I thought about it. I was like, yeah, why didn't I transition to mount? So all I was thinking about in that, when I first heard that, before I heard Volkanovski talk about it, was that I don't think that was necessarily a mistake, because had he transitioned, he would have created an opportunity for Volkanovski to potentially escape. He ended up winning, and he won by winning 3 rounds. So, you know, there's certainly a very simple argument for why staying on his back was a correct play, right? In hindsight. So then when they were talking to Volkanovski about the fight, and they were like, hey, you were talking a lot to Islam. What were you saying? And he's talking about how in the fourth round, when Islam was on his back, he said that he was going like this, like he was just like, look at you, man. Hey, I thought you were going to finish me really quick. And now look at you. You're just holding on. You're just holding on. Look at you. Look at you. You're just holding on. You're just holding on. And so he was legitimately saying, look at you. You're just holding on. And he was talking trash to Islam in the exact moment where Islam says he made a tactical mistake not to transition to mount. And Volkanovski's directly saying, you're just holding on to my back. And then he held on to his back and didn't transition to mount. And I thought about that. I'm like, oh, dude, that he mind fucked him. Like, bottom line, like that, him, like he was in, because there's no one in his corner saying it. And Volkanovski's talking to him and he stayed in a position that normally he would have transitioned to mount. Now that actually could have, it could have benefited Volkanovski. But I think it's fair to say that in that moment, Volkanovski got inside of his dome and he made a decision that he probably wouldn't have otherwise just by talking to him, dude, which is hilarious. But yeah. So, and then on the other thing, on the rule, right? Dude, I don't understand. Why can't I see anything? This is infuriating. I can see your guys' chat on this side, but I can't see it on my side, which is just really, really aggravating, dude. I don't like it even a little bit. This has never happened with StreamYard before. So, anyway, so on the rule stuff though, right? On the rule stuff, here is the thing that I said. So obviously I did a video yesterday where I talked about the where I talked about the rule and about all the stuff that happened related to the IV. And then the rule that came out with the Australian Athletic Commission about it being completely banned to IV rehydrate. And so that seems like a big gotcha, right? Like it seems like a really, really big gotcha. It's like, oh, it's just completely banned. And then Andrew Tate's on, you guys. He's talking from jail. So then when the Weasel put out his video and he actually read the entire rule in Australia, it's like, not only is IV rehydration banned, but so is wearing sweatsuits. Sweatsuits is banned, and so is cutting weight in the sauna, which means that everyone cheated. According to those rules, 100% of people cheated for sure. Okay, no one cuts weight without at least using a sweatsuit or a sauna. Like this is bottom line, dude. Yeah, I mean, unless you heard people talking, they're like, oh yeah, dude, so when you cut weight in Australia, you're not allowed to use a sweatsuit. If no one talked about that, then that means that they were ignoring those rules, obviously. So you can't, you can't all of a sudden just be like, oh, well, we're going to enforce the IV rule, but we're not going to enforce these other ludicrous rules that almost every single person enforced. You know what I mean? So of course it's live. But yeah, so if saunas are banned, sweatsuits are banned, and IV rehydration is banned, you can't selectively choose just the IV hydration as the one you're going to enforce. Do you know what I mean? I mean, of course, dude, you're going to cut with cardio, but you're going to cut with cardio wearing a sweatsuit. Like when you're, I mean, the whole, like, cutting weight is very simple. Get yourself to sweat. You put on this stuff that opens your pores. You put on a sweatsuit, you run, or you go in the sauna, or both, or whatever, and you just pour sweat out. But yeah, I mean, there's just no there. I mean, if I had to guess the number of people who cut weight used either a sweatsuit or a sauna, you're talking like, I mean, everyone. So everyone broke the rule. So yeah, that's that. Now, Paddy Pimblett is fighting against Drew Dober. It looks like they're putting that together. Sweet Sweat is right, Todd B. That is correct. What do you guys think about that, dude? Let's look in the comments. How many of you guys think that Paddy Pimblett is going to beat Drew Dober? go in the comments. I think, I mean, listen, Dober's got he's got nuclear power, dude. But here's what I honestly think. I think that this is a great fight for Patty to bounce back. If he's able to win, like, this is a big risk fight, obviously. If he's able to win, then this kind of washes off the stain of this last fight. But my goodness, dude, that's a scary fight, dude. That's a scary fight. That is a scary fight because he gets touched, dude. Patty gets touched, and Drew Dober has nuclear power, dude. Yeah. So it looks like R.I.P. Dober. There's some. Oh, look it, dude. The chat just turned on. Awesome. I don't know what was going on, dude. That was really, God, I don't know. I don't know if you guys could tell, but if I seemed a little bit discombobulated, it's because I couldn't see the chat. And so I was looking at this like delayed chat over on the thing. Oh my God, this changes everything. All right. Hi guys. This is my live stream now. Now I can actually talk and not be, double tracking what the hell's wrong with this stream. I don't know what's working and what's not. Anyway, so yeah, I would say, I mean, listen, if you're in the business that I am, right? If you do MMA content, you have to root for Patty. You have to, because you need stars. I need stars like UFC needs stars. I need Conor to win, even though I love, like, Chandler's my boy. I love Chandler. But like, I need Conor in the sport. Patty Pimblett is huge for the sport. I need him to win. But yikes. Yikes, dude. Yikes. So we'll see. We'll see. Man, crypto is on the run, son. Did you guys hear that the YouTube CEO stepped down and there's a new UFC, I'm sorry, a new YouTube CEO? We'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. All right, so I had a bunch of topics here to talk about. I have one coming out. I got some info on the Ultimate Fighter set already. I'm going to put that out right after this is over. But oh gosh, let's talk about this little gem of information. So slap fighting is now legal to bet on in Wyoming. Now, read my mind on that. As a matter of fact, just go, slap fighting is legal to bet on in Wyoming. What is the first thought that Jesse on Fire had as soon as he saw that? Go into the comments and I will tell you who's right, because I imagine that many of you guys will be right. What is going to happen as a result of slap fighting being legal to bet on? Go, go, go. Whoa. Drew's jawbone beats Patty. I can't put that up, dude. Andrew Tate, thank you very much, though. And we have a winner. We have a winner. Dad's eyes. Winner. Correct. This is the correct answer. Like, dude, this is going to be the most fixed thing you could bet on in the history of sports. There will never, ever be anything more fixed than slap fighting. These guys are making, like, I mean, did you guys see? So the first, and then I can't believe I haven't done a video on this yet. The first slap fighting guy tested dirty, right? Like he popped dirty, and he popped dirty for doing, and you're like, who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares? Who cares? How is it like, why are you drug testing slap fighters? Riddle me that. How are you okay, maybe you could say we're testing them for juice because we don't want, super powered people to be breaking people's jaws, I guess. But blow? Who cares, dude? Of course these guys are like, partying and, you know what I mean? Like, I saw that, I'm like, I don't even understand how this is even a thing. Look at this. This is the funniest post ever, dude. Hold on. Gabrielle even laughed out loud at this, dude. That's Real Fight Talk's take on it. And that is why he is shadow banned on Instagram. Diego Sanchez did not sign to Slap League, dude. Come on. Come on. Come on. But yeah, I don't understand why they are acting like it is a real sport, dude. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's not a real sport, dude. It's not a real sport. You stand there and you let someone slap you in the face, and if you're awake, you slap them back. How on earth is that a sport, dude? How? What do I think that Diego's chances are like in BKFC debut? I mean, he historically has had a great chin. He walks forward and throws a million punches. In all honesty, he's like the guys in BKFC, unless I am forgetting someone, are not these like super, super tactical, surgical fighters. Like a nightmare matchup for Diego on the feet is someone who has exceptional footwork, can stick and move, and be very, very elusive, right? Because getting punched with a bare fist, I don't care who you are, hurts. You know what I mean? Like you get touched, it hurts. So with Diego, he's very predictable, but he's predictably kind of scary if you don't have good footwork and you can't, make sure that, and then you're making yourself not in the line of his many punches he's going to throw at you. But at BKFC, I haven't seen any people like that. And so, well, yeah, Michael Phantom Page, that would not be a good matchup for Diego. That's true. That would not be a good matchup for Diego. But aside from him, the guy he's fighting is a legit boxer. That's not good either. The first person to slap has 70% chances to win, and that's by default. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. The entire fight league, like, why don't you just call this slap fight league coin flip? It's like coin flip with dire consequences. It's like we're going to flip a coin and the loser's going to get punched in the face. You're like, geez, man. I mean, I don't know if I really like this game. You're all, well, you will if you get to punch first. You're like, yeah, but it's kind of 50-50. Punching you doesn't sound that cool. If on the flip side, if I lose, you're going to punch me in the face. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It is. It's like Russian roulette. That's exactly right. It's coin flip Russian roulette. From time to time, you name two guys. I'm wondering, who are these guys? Please tell me who is dude and who is chat. What? I don't understand. Casey Fisher, maybe you never fought a crackhead, but they keep going, smacking the shit out of a coin when their face is numb. Do they even feel it? It's not so much about them feeling it. It's about their ability to stay awake if you clip them really, really hard. Clip them really hard right here or right here. Are you allowed to slap people? Are you allowed to hit people in the temple? I don't think you are. I don't think you are. You could definitely KO a crackhead, although Anthony told that story about the dude who broke into his house. He said he beat the brakes off that guy, and he see? That's what I'm saying. And he said he obliterated this guy, and he just wouldn't go out. Dude, right? This is what I'm saying. So I actually saw I saw some what's a Moist Critical. Moist Critical did a thing about why he doesn't like Ultimate Slap League when he has been a big proponent of the other slap leagues. Which is so funny, man. If you really think about it, it's like you're also who is pushing all this slap league stuff, and it's Moist Critical. He's the guy. Like he's the guy that's like, I love this slap league stuff, but he doesn't like this one because in the other slap leagues you have to slap with your fingers. And you're really, and that's why they put I learned this on his thing. That's why they put the powder or the chalk or whatever on their fingers, because you have to slap them with your fingers. You're not allowed to palm strike them, you know, like you're not allowed to palm strike them because obviously, if you're allowed to palm strike them, of course you're going to be able to knock them out, dude. If you have real power, you're going to be able to knock a person out if you can palm strike them. There's very little difference between bat and whap. I mean, it's like, it's not that much different, dude. Oh, TC, that's just mean, son. That is just mean. Dude, that's a good idea, my man. Honestly, that is a good idea. The low kick league, flip a coin and oh God. And you just have to turn, like you just have to be all right, go. Hey, they blindfold you. So you don't even see it coming. They blindfold you and you just get absolutely nuked by a full throttle low kick without looking. That would be really funny, actually. That would actually be really, really funny because like, you're not going to cause like actual brain damage. Like you're not going to have, oh my God. I'm just thinking about it. It's like people who signed up for that and didn't know what they were in for. Like they just had no idea what they're in for. The first time they got kicked like to a bare back of their leg by someone who actually knows how to throw a leg kick, they would literally, oh my God, dude. I'm only laughing because I'm visualizing. I've seen that movie, obviously. Anybody who spent a fair amount of time in a gym when they were younger, I'm sure has seen some sucker guy be like, go ahead, just give it to me full throttle, dude. It's like, man, they just don't know how much. Whoa. Big Tuna, you absolutely can email me. Yes, go ahead and do that. But yeah, dude, that would be so funny. Yeah, he was kicking the plaster was coming down. They never ever listened. He wouldn't listen to Van Damme, and he ended up crippled because of it. Man, low kick league is such a good idea, man. It's such a good idea because you actually have to have skill to deliver a good low kick. Like you can be a dumbbell. It's like, here, do a slap. And they're all, and they can just be like, I mean, they could be good at slap league. You can't really you can't be a devastating low kicker if you don't know how to properly throw a kick. I mean, it's almost as stupid, but it's actually not. It actually is. It's actually much better in every category because A, you're not going to get permanently damaged. B, you're not going to get brain damage. C, you actually have to be good to be able to be good at it. And D, it'll be funny. Like that's actually funny. Like when someone gets knocked out, it's not funny, dude. Like that's not funny. But dude, if someone just gets folded by a leg kick when they're blindfolded, oh my God, it'll be so funny, dude. Like everyone will just be like, oh, and they'll be like, oh my God. It'll be so funny, man. It'll be so funny. Drewby, what's up, dude? On the way to cheek clap competitions in the ghetto. Yeah. No nut kicks, dude. No nut kicks. There's no, like, I see people saying that you're going to have damaged shins. No, you're not. You're kicking the back of their leg, dude. You're kicking the meat. They don't get to check it. They don't get to check it, dude. They get, in my league, they get blindfolded and you get to fold them in half to the back, just straight that you could shoot. It's like, you could either calf kick them or kick. Actually, no, because I like the skill. Like you have to deliver a full throttle low kick to the hamstring. It has to be above the knee. So like just above the knee in the meaty part of the thigh. How many of you guys have seen someone make the mistake of allowing a high-level person to kick them full throttle in the back of their leg? How many of you guys have ever seen that, dude? It's like, there's something so fun. I don't know why it's so funny. It's like, I'm not like a person who laughs at people getting hurt, but there's something so funny about that because like, it's so stupid, you know? Exactly, dude. It's so dumb. They're like, all right, yeah, go ahead. It's like the personality of a person. Like, you're like, dude, you understand? All right, man. Good. Hey, go ahead, dude. Go ahead. The guy I saw do it, he was getting kicked by my kickboxing trainer who was like a fucking Muay Thai champion in Thailand. This huge, tall white guy. His nickname was Cowboy also. And bro, it sounded like he was also crazy. Like he was also crazy enough that he kicked him full throttle. It sounded like if you had like a cow carcass like hanging on one of the things and you took a flat, like one of those things that you hit pledges with in the fraternity. I mean, we didn't do that, but like, you know, like fraternity guys have like those paddles that they hit people with. It's like if you took one of those and absolutely slapped it as hard as you could on a dead flat cow carcass. Oh my God, dude. He came like we made him take his pants off at work and he had this thing across the back of his leg. It looked like, it's fucking hilarious, dude. It's so funny, man. So dumb. At Fort Bragg, I believe it, dude. That's so funny, man. But yeah, what else? I have a whole other talk track, but I already made a video about the chaos on the Ultimate Fighter set. I'm going to put that video up in a second. Jesse on everything is gone, son. You're not blocked. It's gone. It's on Bryant Gumbel only. It's exclusively on Gumbel. Hamzat finished by Whitaker. Your thoughts? I do not think that will happen. I don't. You ain't got no army tank, son. Come on now. Dude, is this not the best card ever? What's the best fight on this card, you guys? UFC schedule. I mean, listen. Jessica Andrade, I'll watch that fight. Jordan Wright, Zach Bauga, Josh Parisian, James Pogus, William Knight, Jim Miller, Alexander Hernandez, Ant, who's on the prelims? Nassim, man, these are OSP. I can't believe OSP's still fighting, dude. Honestly, like OSP fought against Shogun at UFC 274, and they were on the main card. And I remember watching it, like we were there, and I just had this like, I felt like sad, dude. I felt like sad for them. You know what I mean? Where I was like watching, I'm like, man, these two guys, like both these guys know their career's over, and they're just out there, just like doing it. You know, like they're just out there doing it when they know this is over. It's just like, I don't know. It felt weird, man. Jessica Andrade, OnlyFans is a little bit spooky. Headbutt League. Okay. Put yes or no if you've ever headbutted a person in real life. Vlad, what's up, dog? Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated, good sir. Yeah. Have you guys ever headbutted a person? wet paper sack. And Jesus, I didn't even read that before I put it up. I don't know what a wet paper sack is. Like just a piece of paper that's wet. Yes, everybody has. Jesus, what kind of violent lunatic viewers do I have? All of you guys? I mean, I have too, but like, it doesn't hurt headbutting. If it hurt you, you did it wrong. No. You're doing it wrong if it hurt you. You headbutt with this, right? Cheer. If you were a soccer player, it's much easier because you know how to headbutt things. Pretty sure the only time that let me think about this. I'm pretty sure I headbutted a dude and it was literally like that day or like that week where I was like, dude, I've never headbutted anyone. I think next time I get in a fight, I'm going to headbutt a dude. And then the next fight I got in, I did. And then I beat up the same guy twice in one night. I've told that story on here before. The night where I beat up the same guy twice. He wanted a second round, dude. He followed me for round 2 and regretted it. Jesse, J Bones, thank you very much. Yo, Jesse, I'm 50, I'm 5'8", 157, thin athletic. I was on started to get clean almost 8 years now. How much creatinine should I start with on my body? I can't talk on that, dude. Unfortunately. That's like, I can like, you know, I could tell you like websites where you can get it and stuff, but like, I can't give, shoot me an email, dude. Shoot me an email. RealJesseOnFire@gmail. Thank you for the super chat, good sir. And same to you, TC760. Thank you very much. How many of you guys have heard me tell the story about the dude that I beat up twice in one night that I headbutted? Is that most people? I don't remember the last time I told that story, but it is pretty funny. Marco Alexander, you see on MMA, everybody jacking my content for views. What's up with that? That's good. That's a good thing. I want everybody to jack my content for views. In case you haven't noticed, that seems to work for the guy in the beanie, dude. He's on his algorithm is on 10, dude. Story. I mean, the long and short of it was just that, like, this guy hit a girl with a bottle that I was talking to. He didn't mean to do it, but he like was throwing ball, hit this girl with a bottle that I was sitting there talking to. And her and her sister literally just like looked at me like, well, what are you going to do about that, good sir? So I tried to kick the guy out. He wouldn't leave. He said something smart. I headbutted him and beat him up. He stayed there. Like, I mean, like when I say I beat him up, like I whipped this guy's fucking ass, dude. Like this guy, I really whipped this guy's ass. And like the end, like the way it ended the first time was my buddy grabbed me and I remember him just being like, bro, he's done. He's done. And I kind of looked like, oh yeah, this guy is fucking done, man. So his buddies kind of picked him up, you know, like it was one of those things where he was like, and they like dusted him off. And I was watching just to see if they were going to do anything. And he just stayed. Like, he just stayed at the party. Like, he stayed at the party, dude. And, which is, I don't know, like, dude, if some guy whipped your fucking ass at a party, would you just stay and hang out? Like the guy just stayed. His face looked like he got run over by a truck, dude. And my buddy's like, dude, are you going to make him leave? I was like, honestly, I kind of respect it that he's staying here because it was at our house and he just stayed. So that was, if I was going to, I mean, I don't know exact times. Like if I was going to guess, I was probably at like 9 o'clock or something like that. So the girl that I was dating came later and it was probably 12-ish, 12:30. I don't know, two and a half hours later or something like that. Me, her, and her friend left to go back to her house. And so we left the party. We walked across the street. And as we were going around the corner, I saw these two guys scurry across the road, like behind us. And it was like, you could just tell by body language, like these guys are up to no good, man. Like I knew it was them. Like I knew it was him or it was either him or two of his buddies or whatever. Like they were definitely following us. And it was just me by myself and these two girls. And so I was like, oh shit. And I was like, look, go, 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 go. I was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. So we try to go. These guys start yelling at us down the street. And like, they're kind of running to catch up. That we weren't going to be able, I wasn't going to run. So they caught up to us, and it's the dude and this huge guy, like his biggest friend. This guy was way bigger than me, like the dude that he had brought with him. It was like his toughest friend, man. It's his toughest friend. And so I don't know, man. Like if you've ever been squared up with more than one person, or you're with two guys and you're squared up against four, it's scary, dude. You know, like I was scared. This is a huge guy. And then and the other guy wasn't small. And the guy goes, the big guy is like, hey man, he's like, you the one that headbutted my boy? And like every time I tell this, my hair was bleached platinum white. Like there's absolutely no possible way that you could be mistaken about who I was. Dude, I was in a black leather jacket and I had completely white hair. It's like, dude, you know it's me, you know? And I was like, nah, man, it wasn't me. And he's like, you didn't headbutt him? And I looked, and that's the first time I kind of looked at the dude. And the guy that I had beat up, like to try to put into words how scared this guy was, or it was impossible. Like this guy was fucking terrified. Like he did not want to be there at all whatsoever. He just got kind of, like he must have had his friends around and they're like, we're going to get that guy when he leaves. He's like, yeah, let's do that. And so I'm sitting there like, and I'm like, I'm saying I didn't do it and simultaneously tracking in my mind. I'm like, I got to hit one of these guys first. Like if I wait for, they're going to attack me. So it's like, which one do I hit? Do I hit the big one or do I hit the guy that I already beat up? And so I basically just thought to myself, I was like, all right, so if I hit the big guy and he's okay, then I'm fighting two guys. If I hit this guy, if I blow on this guy, he's done. And just at that moment, like one of my buddies, this guy, Corey, he's a tough guy. He was fighting with his girl in this parking lot, like right adjacent to us. And they were like yelling at each other. That's why that's why I noticed them. And I kind of like looked, and he saw me at the same time, and he saw that I was in trouble. And so he started walking over. I was like, oh man, this is going to get bad for these guys now. So I just decided I was going to light the other guy, like the guy that I already beat up. I was just going to light him up and take him out of the fight. So it'd be me and this dude against this huge guy. And so dude, I hit this guy like he was the punching bag in the punching bag game. Like he folded like an accordion, dude. I hit this guy. He's just like, he was a wrap. And then so Corey grabbed the big guy. And then so I just started kicking this guy in the ribs because he followed me and I was scared. And so I was mad. And so I kicked him a bunch of times. And then the girl that I was dating didn't talk to me for 2 months. So girls, that is a lesson that I have learned in my life. Girls like to know that the dude they're with is tough. They do not like seeing violence, dude. Like they don't actually like seeing violence at all. There's nothing about that they like, man. They just like knowing that the dude could protect them if they wanted to. But yeah, hang on. Sorry. Thank you for the super chat, Jamie. Just started Guru membership. Why not do the same? We can support you monthly and you can members and chats different. Dude, honestly, what I've been thinking about doing is doing like live streams that are, I mean, yes, I've been thinking about doing this because in all honesty, man, like this is the truth. I had a full-time tech job until 4.5 months ago. Right. And then for the first 2.5 months of that, I was like, all right, like I'm just going to get another tech job and then do this. I've only been doing this where I'm like, okay, actually I'm going to do this full time for like, I don't know, 1.5 months, 2 months. So now I'm like, this was just like any money that I made from YouTube or any of this stuff was all just like free money. It was like, it didn't matter. So I wasn't doing anything to try to like maximize that. I didn't do a second channel, like a clips channel. I didn't do memberships. I didn't do any of that stuff. So I'm just now kind of figuring out exactly what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to do an exclusive live stream once or twice a week on Bumble because the people who curate what's prioritized over there, I'm friends with. So like, but yeah, so that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, and then like with the membership, I'll probably do like exclusive live streams here also. Cause you got to like do something, I don't know what people do, but you have to like need to give people something, right? Like, I don't want to just make it like a donation. Like I want to do like, oh, I'll talk about this. I'll talk about that. I don't want to just make it like people are donating to the channel. Like I want to like give them something in exchange for the membership. Okay. So the Guru and Weasel thing. So I saw, this is exactly how I experienced this was, and I talked to Guru about this too. We're like, so I saw that Guru did a video about the Weasel and I didn't watch it. Then like, so I saw the thumbnail and I can't remember the title, but it was something, you know, I can't, you guys probably remember, like the Weasel lied about something or something like that. And so the Weasel put up his response and I clicked on it and watched it. And so I watched maybe 60% of it. I watched like the first 60% and then I got sidetracked and went and did something else. And the only thing that was in there that I thought was, I don't know. I mean, you could tell the Weasel didn't like, he wasn't looking for a problem. You know what I mean? Like he just wanted to like respond. But he said the thing about, he basically said that Weasel had, that Guru had what do you say? Deceptively edited that knee or whatever, and like made it look like it landed when it didn't. And so I knew, I was like, oh man, dude. And so I knew, I was like, I don't think he understands the game that he's playing. You know, like, I don't think like the Weasel doesn't seem like he's up for like a back, like, dude, I don't know, Chris, if you're still on here, but like MMA holes are game for like a back and forth. You know what I mean? And like the Weasel doesn't want that shit. And so I watched, I was like, man, he's going to fucking regret doing that video. And then before, like, I don't even know, it must've been like an hour later, it was already down. But I guess someone had captured it. And so anyway, I don't know. I mean, like people just don't like, they don't understand. They don't, I don't know. It's like, no one's ever read any of these, like, anything about strategy. It's like, dude, if you're, because there are people who are looking for combat and people who aren't. And if you're not, don't play, dude. Like, just don't play. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, I guess Weasel kind of figured, he like put it up and then was like, actually, I don't want to play, and took it down and then didn't respond again, which was probably the best thing he could have done once he put that up. But, I'll tell you this, dude. I'll tell you this, like the more that you can get this is a theory, I think, is like the more you can get channels to bring you up, the better the algorithm does promoting your actual channel. And the other thing too is like, if you, because I've tested this out, is like, if there's a video about me and then I go on that video and I comment on it, that video will do better. You know, I don't know. This is all stuff that's totally irrelevant for you guys, but, Chris, what's up, dog? Who wants to go to the San Antonio UFC? That goes for all of you guys. Because I think we're going to go. Gabrielle, you want to go to UFC San Antonio, right? I think it's March 25th. There's IBJJF Pans is that weekend in Orlando. So a lot of people will be out of town, but do you want to do it? We got to get tickets together and stuff. Daryl, what were those questions? Shoot them up here. I'll answer them right now. Anybody who's going to go to UFC in San Antonio, email me. Maybe we could figure out, I don't know, like maybe we'll do like a, I don't know, go to some bar beforehand or something. Strickland's Burner, what's up, bruh? I will probably be on for another like 5-10 minutes. And then I'm going to put on my video or like publish the video that I just did about the Ultimate Fighter. Someone asked, what's my address? Oh, here it is. Here's my address. It's 223-556-187, Texas 187-187. What? That's a stupid joke. My email address is realjesseonfire@gmail.com. Yeah. Hey, 6'9", Josh Fabia, circle. Yeah, I got to do that too. I'm slacking on a lot of stuff. Dude, I have a lot of shit going on in my life, you know? I have a bunch of kids and I want to get good at jujitsu, so I train like every day pretty much. Although this week I missed two days because of a trip we were on for Valentine's Day. Thank you, dude. Hey. Hey, Gab. Avril Lavigne is not exactly my cup of tea, but Gabrielle loves her some Avril Lavigne. Gabrielle, probably Skater Boy. I bet you she'll say Skater Boy. Hey, what's your favorite Avril Lavigne song? Skater Boy. These girls, like all the girls that live in my house, they love them some Skater Boy. Who's in Lakeway, Texas? That's not where I live. I drive an hour to go to class every day. Wait, where's Paul? Paul King's in here? Someone said Paul King. I don't see him in here. Paul King's my dude. I can't see. I'm looking, but I don't see. Paul King will teach you guys some jiu-jitsu. All right. Well, I was into metal when I was young, but not no mo. Email for tips. Dude, you mentioned being at Pleasure Dom the other day. Email for tips, dude. Like me give you tips? I could give you some ridiculously badass tips, dude. Ridiculous. Texas is not a small state, man. All right. I gotta jump. Gabrielle, we gonna go get sushi or something? All right. We're gonna go get sushi and sake. And then I'm going to Pleasure Dom later. All right. So you guys, I'm about to put up this video that I did about the Ultimate Fighter. Chaos on the set already. Check it out. Matter of fact, I'm going to publish it right now, and you guys can just jump straight over there if you don't mind. You'll love it. Let me do this. Wait a minute. Where did it go? There it is. All right. I am publishing it right now. Boom. It's published. Now give it a look. Drew, thank you very much. And I'm out. Thank you, Drew. Later, guys.